Welcome, welcome everyone. Thank you for attending this live, or thank you for watching the replay. Excited to have you here. My name is Maria Williams and I have been with LifeVantage for over 13 years. And I'm excited today. We have some new science, and this is the one thing that I love about this company, is the science behind the product. So we definitely take the time to do the research and show, okay, why are these things happening? Why does this work, right? So I love this. And this study came about because of all the testimonials, amazing results people were having. And the company wanted to know, okay, why with these two products together? We have studies, we have over 30 studies with Protandim and RF2. And we had a study alone on liquid collagen, what it could do, increase collagen up to 42%. But then together, these two together, 1+1 in our world is not two, it is like 100, a million. Together, other amazing things were happening. So they did this study specifically. So I am honored today to have Joanne Shearer, who's a master nutritionist and a registered dietitian. She is, to me, like a guru on oxidative stress, everything nutrigenomics, right? Nutrigenomics is the study of nutrition and what it does to your genes. And she is one of the top in the world. Like, she probably doesn't see herself this way,
No,
but with
no,
her
no, not at
knowledge,
all, Maria. Not at
you are, there's a handful of people that know what you know. So I have an honor. I'm going to turn it right over to you for you to tell us about this new
all.
study and why, if someone is just on Protandim, why they should consider getting on collagen. And if you're just on collagen, you should consider adding the Protandim to it all. But the study, let's listen to the study, and
Yes.
then you can all decide what you want to do. So Joanne, I'm turning it over to you. I'm going to mute myself.
Okay, Maria, thank you for that wonderful introduction. And, I have to say that my career in nutrition and dietetics was spent with, counseling and teaching, my patients and the families about nutrition. And so I have a lot of experience with taking very complex nutritional science and translating that into messages that like my patients and families could understand and that they could actually act on. And so that's what I'm going to try to do today, is take this very complex study and try to boil it down into some key messages that maybe they'll take home messages that'll resonate with you, and that will make you understand why and the power of these two products together. It's actually pretty mind-boggling. I was pretty impressed. By the way, too, there is a patent pending on this combination, the Protandim and the liquid collagen, because of this study. LifeVantage just filed a patent because the results were so amazing and astounding. And I hope you will be as impressed as I was about this study. So what are you going to learn today? I'm going to give you an overview of this study. And then in this study, I'm going to be breaking down all of the different genes and pathways that are going to get expressed. Talk about the beneficial effects of the healthy, we call this the healthy glow stack, by the way, this combination of the Protandim, Nerve2, and True Science liquid collagen. So the healthy glow stack on your innate immune system. And we will talk about the description of specific genes that help fibroblast cells recover from cellular stress, and end with the whole body benefits of this healthy glow stack. So this study was called a gene expression study by RNA sequencing. Now, this was a study that the way it's conducted, it's basically like a computer analyzed study. So it's unbiased, and it's performed on human tissue. And so our company had no ability to influence the outcome of this study. So we can start out with some definitions first. We're going to talk about cellular stress response, any environmental assault that causes damage to your cells. Now, cells, when they get damaged by environmental assaults, we know a lot, in our company, we talk a lot about oxidative stress, free radical damage. That's a form of cellular stress. And our cells respond by activation of pathways. We'll talk about RNA, ribonucleic acid. This carries instructions from the DNA where all of your genes reside, tells proteins what to do. And again, RNA sequencing, a computer analysis that shows which genes and pathways are turned on and off. So you take genes that get individually will get expressed, and then genes kind of combined together. And that makes pathways, signaling pathways where genes are talking and cells are talking to each other in these cellular pathways. Now, we're going to talk about the effect of these two products, specifically on your innate immune system. And then you're asking me, like, what is that? The innate immune system is the immune system that you're born with. And this is the immune system that's like your first responders. They something comes in, they go into action, and these are their specific immune cells that you find within your innate immune system. Your innate immune system declines with age, and that's why you want to keep your innate immune system active. You want to have those first responders, ready on the job to do the work that they're supposed to do to combat any pathogens that are invading. Now, this is innate immune system, differentiated from your adaptive immune system. Now, that is the immune system that develops over years, and it's very specific. You have B cells that produce antibodies. You have T cells, which are memory cells. So, for example, if you had chickenpox, I had measles as a kid, right? Those are before they had any measles vaccines. So what happens there is that my adaptive immune system then developed these T cells. So when that measles virus comes knocking again, the T cells go, oh, I know what that is, and it will block it. So, but today, the focus is on your innate immune system. Now, in this study, our company chose fibroblast cells. And why fibroblast cells? These cells are dispersed throughout your whole body. You find them, in different body organs. You even find them in their small intestine. You find them even in your heart, your kidneys. And so the fibroblast cells are also predominantly found in connective tissue. They also produce collagen. So you can see why they chose fibroblast cells. And they also make up the what we call the extracellular matrix of the skin. It's like springs in a mattress that gives your skin that resilience, provides support to your blood vessel walls. You'll find 3 layers of fibroblasts in heart muscle, which that helps to support heartbeats. And these fibroblast cells play a primary role in how the body responds to stress and insults. Okay, let's talk a little more about this study. Exactly how did they conduct this study? So there were what I call 3 treatment arms of the study. They took fibroblast cells, kind of like in a petri dish, although it's more complicated than that. And they had the blast cells were exposed for tandem nerve 2 only. Then they had another second dish with fibroblast cells, and then the liquid collagen was added to that one. And then the third one in this dish, they added protandem nerve 2 and the liquid collagen to that third petri dish. Then what they did was that they extracted the RNA, and then they sequenced them and mapped them out through a kind of a computer-generated analysis. And then what they did is that they mapped out key cellular pathways and specific genes. Remember, genes get kind of grouped into pathways. Okay, so let's go a little deeper. Let's dive a little deeper. So what did this gene expression study show? This is mind-boggling. I'm just like astounded because 13,708 genes were expressed. We have about 23,000 genes within our human genome. And so that was pretty astounding. And expressed over 18,671 pathways. Wow. So we're just going to talk today, though, about those that were significantly upregulated or downregulated. And like Maria said in the beginning, she talked about nutrigenomics. And that is how nutrient and nutrition affect gene expression. So that's really what this study is. It's really a nutrigenomic study, looking at how these nutrients, how these bioactive compounds, the phytonutrients, all of those plant compounds, how they affected genes, how they upregulate or turn off genes. And in this study, they found that 21%, 2,786 genes were significantly upregulated, turned on, or turned off by the products individually or in combination. So if you drill down a little deeper and looked at just the NRF2 and the liquid collagen together in that third Petri dish, right? That influenced 22,439 genes. And you can see the number of genes that were significantly upregulated or downregulating. Upregulating your good, positive survival genes, downregulating a lot of nasty genes that we don't want to be, active. So let's look at specifically now, we talked about the genes. Let's look at the pathways, right? So protandim alone, look at that number of pathways. That's unbelievable, 894. The collagen alone, 1,006. And then when you put the two together, 1,172. Now there might be some overlapping in these pathways, especially here with overlapping with some of the pathways from these two. But let's drill down a little deeper and let's look at what were exactly the pathways that were affected. Well, this was expected. They found that, in this study, that most of the pathways that were modulated were the NRF2 pathways. This is really exciting too, because we have 31 studies on protandim NRF2. This additional study validates all of the gene expression that we have found from all those other 31 studies. So this actually validated everything that we know about protandim and the effect it has on genes and pathways. That's exciting. Then let's move on to looking at that second Petri dish with just the collagen in it. So what were the pathways that got expressed? The collagen production, assembly, cross-linking, organization. Now that was expected, right? We knew that too from the previous study, but this was new. They found that there were 4 pathways on the innate immune system and the cellular stress response. Ooh, so this was new. This adds more information in science and data that we know about this liquid collagen alone and what it can do by itself. But look what happened when you have the two together. That's that third Petri dish with both of them in that dish and with those fibroblast cells. What did that find? Ooh, additional NRF2 pathways. That's cool, right? NRF2 is so powerful for your body, especially for, detoxification, for example. And there were multiple immune system pathways, 8 of those additional immune system pathways. So the two together provided actually another absolutely doubling on the benefit for your immune system. And there were specific cells in these immune system pathways that were regulated and genes that were regulated. That would be the NF-kappa B genes, cytokines, interleukin pathways. Let's talk a little bit about cytokines because, during COVID, you may have heard this response, that COVID was a cytokine storm in the lungs. Cytokines can be good or bad. Cytokines actually help control inflammation. So upregulating some of these cytokines is good. Downregulating is even better. There's some really nasty cytokines that can get expressed when you have a virus that's invading your body. And so the cytokines and during COVID, so that's why how when people went to the hospital and they were put on ventilators and they found, wait a minute, this is not your typical normal pneumonia where your lungs fill up with fluid. This is this inflammatory cytokine storm in the lungs. So too many cytokines what can happen can lead to excessive inflammation. So we really want to control inflammation in our body for sure, don't we? Now, another transcription factor that gets expressed is called NF-kappa B. NRF2 is also called a transcription factor. You have a lot of these going on in your body, a lot of these. But this particular transcription factor regulates and is implicated in virus replication, formation of tumors, autoimmune diseases, inflammation. So it was really cool to know that this combination of the protandim liquid collagen had some really positive effects on this particular transcription factor, NF-kappa B. And what I learned and what you'll learn here is that like everything else in your body, you want your body to be in balance, right? You don't want an overactive NF-kappa B system because that can have some negative impacts on your innate immune system, and it promotes these inflammatory cytokines. So again, our company with this gene expression study, what they were able to do was actually identify these specific genes that got expressed. In this case, it showed that this combination decreased the signaling that perpetuates the stress response. Why? What do I mean by that? Stress response. It means like when your cells or your immune system is under stress, it's going to do its job. It's going to go to work. It's going to take care of whatever the pathogen invader, the free radical, whatever it is, the assault on your body and your cells. And then what it's going to do, it's going to go, oh, I've done my job. I can relax. But what you don't want is your immune system to be perpetually under stress and overactive. And the same thing with your cells. You don't want your cells to be under that kind of stress. They're not going to do the job for you. What's really cool about this study is it showed that the healthy glow stack, the NRF2 and the collagen, it turned off a number of these nasty cytokine genes that are responsible for a lot of inflammation in your body. And I circled the ones that are really kind of nasty and pro-inflammatory. If you look down here, look at the effect, how much they're turned off, 94%, 88, 97. That's just unbelievable. That is good news for your immune system and for having a healthy stress response. So here's also a summary of the effect of the healthy glow stack on this particular transcription factor. Remember, protandim alone, it showed that it did not have an impact on those inflammatory cytokine genes. Liquid collagen a little bit, but the combination of the products, right, turned off, downregulated all those unwanted pro-inflammatory genes, and also a number of unwanted cell modulators of the innate immune system, okay? So this showed that it helped to balance out your innate immune system, right? So that is that important immune system that you're born with that you want to preserve and you want to protect and you want it to keep it in balance. So that's good news, right? When you take the combination, you can really feel confident about that. So many of you have seen this slide before, and this is kind of the summary. What did this study show? It helps this combination, the healthy glow stack, helps the fibroblast cells to reduce unnecessary signaling. You don't want to burn them out, right? You want your cells to recover from that stress, and you want to restore your cells and your immune system to optimal functioning. So in summary, the Healthy Glow Stack study, it validates and confirms the previous studies that we have on protandim NRF2 and the collagen individually. A number of genes, 21%, were significantly upregulated or downregulated. And this combination of NRF2 and the collagen, what did they produce? Unexpected results, which means that it activates additional cellular pathways, downregulating the nasty genes, upregulating the good ones, helps our cells respond to stress in a healthy, balanced way, significantly downregulates those unwanted pro-inflammatory cytokines, modulate, balance out your immune system. And most of all, it positively impacts your whole body health. Why? because those fibroblast cells are found, like I said, they're found all throughout your whole body, right? In your vascular system, your joints, connective tissues, gut, brain, bone, skin. So this combination, this healthy glow stack, is this whole body healthy combination of products that's going to help you throughout, throughout your whole body and all your systems and your organs. And so, yeah, so I would say that for me personally, I would never go a day without this combination. I'm loving it. I'm loving the results that I'm seeing and how I feel. My energy, I feel like my joints and everything. I'm just feel more flexibility. I'm just myself. I'm thoroughly enjoying the results I'm seeing, and I know you will too. So Maria, with that, I'm going to turn it back over to you.
Oh, thank you, Joanne. That is so informative and it makes so much sense. Like once you're on these products and now you see the science, it totally makes sense, what it's doing. And I think bottom line is our immune system, the one we're born with, gets weaker as we get older.
That's right.
Thus, more
Yep.
things happen to us, right? So the
That's
whole
right.
thing that we're trying to prevent here is to slow all that down,
That's right.
to be vibrant as we age. This I'm going next year in 2024. The big 60 is coming, and I feel blessed that I have this energy. I can still move, I can walk, I can hike, I can do, lots and lots of things, and I feel good, right? And that's the important thing. It saddens me as we see so many people age and so much happening to them. And that's all we're trying to do is help someone. So if you love this information, share it with someone, add them to our Activate a Wellness community, share this with them, let them see it for themselves. So if you have any questions, reach out to us, put some questions in the comment section. Joanne and I will be looking, and we'll try to answer anything we can for you. So appreciate you. Thank you so much. And thank you, Joanne, for taking the time.
You bet, Maria. Glad I could be here today to talk to everybody about this. I'm so excited for everybody. Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas.